What Russian novel, embracing more than 500 characters, is set in the Napoleonic Wars?
War and Peace.
He's alive! Hey, thanks, Spaz. Splinter's alive!
We know, Leo. Of course he is. We all think he's alive.
I don't think. I know.
Huh?
Most of the time, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are represented as fun-loving, wacky, wisecracking heroes, and have been in their many iterations since their inception in 1984. They're my absolute favorite, and if you know me, you're not surprised. The version of the Turtles I love the most is the one here from their first film in 1990. I have seen this movie an amount of times immeasurable from a normal human's movie consumption, and watching these four mutagen-laden boys has instilled in me a four-part personality vibe, if you will, that has helped me attack life's many problems and solutions in quadruplicate. Needless to say, observing this four-tiered tour de force can show you the vastly different personality types of the Turtles, and that's honestly the whole point of the group together as one. Together, they become a powerhouse, able to take on the universe's greatest foes. Apart, they shine in each of their own respective ways, and the delineation between the four is apparent and clear-cut. Sure, the Turtles very obviously showcase their personalities in every scene they're in, but there is one specific scene in the 1990 film adaptation that can tell you all you need to know about exactly who each of the Turtles really are behind the presentations of themselves they so strongly project out into their world, and it is my favorite scene in the entire trilogy.
Leo, if you dragged us out here for nothing...
Don't worry, I came prepared.
Put those away. Now everybody close your eyes and concentrate. Concentrate hard.
I am proud of you, my sons. Tonight, you have learned the final and greatest truth of the ninja. That ultimate mastery comes not of the body, but of the mind. Together, there is nothing your four minds cannot accomplish. Help each other, draw upon one another, and always remember the true force that binds you. The same as that which brought me here tonight. That which I gladly return with my final words. I love you all, my sons.
The emotional core of each and every turtle is here in this scene, and it tells us the real fears, worries, and bonds that the brothers possess. Starting with Leonardo, he is solemn and humble in the two realizations he set before his brothers. Their father is alive, and by working together they can manifest energy strong enough to hear their father's call miles away. Leonardo isn't happy to show these realizations to his brothers, because in a way, this changes the way things have been. The stakes are now high, and it is up to them to make everything right. He is, however, finally ready to lead them, and that weighs heavy. Raphael is ecstatic about a vast array of things, and that inherently goes against his nature. He's so doubtful of himself, of his brothers, of the world, that giving way to any inch of betterment pains him. But this is enough to open him up to seeing a way through everything, and that excites him and fills him with joy. At his core, Raphael wants more than anything to be happy, and he gets his first real taste right here. Donatello is mystified, not because he has just witnessed essentially an astral projection of his father, but because he has allowed himself to see it. He has committed wholeheartedly to science and technology, and really being grounded in the idea that things can be fixed if you just find the right tools, that seeing this ghostly apparition of his father is a foreign concept. He is seeing with his own eyes perhaps something that he once thought he would never ever see, and maybe that really scares him. Finally, there's Michelangelo, the most emotional one in the scene, really letting his tears flow. He is the most plucky and wacky of all the brothers, and it may seem like it comes easy to him, but we all know it takes power to be lighthearted all the time, especially this day and age. Mikey has held his emotions in for a long time, and masked them with his happy-go-lucky attitude towards life. He has even used his energy to keep his brothers uplifted as much as he can through everything, and you could see it in a lot of scenes through the Turtles' timeline. This moment with Splinter hits hard, and it finally breaks through the wall Mikey has put up to protect himself from negative thoughts. He lets his sad emotions out, and although he is hurting, it might be the catharsis he really needs, and the opportunity to finally be real with his brothers. We don't get these moments often, but when we do, they hit hard, especially for me as a grown adult in his midlife. Growing up with these boys and finally realizing the reality of the life lessons that come to them, it puts a real understanding in you. The Turtles have encompassed my life in a not so unusual way. I mean, look at them. They're so fucking cool. It's so vastly different even while looking the same. What I love about them is that you could literally give them the same exact color mask to wear and you could tell them apart. Perhaps a strength from the get-go in their black and white Mirage Comics inception. Leonardo is focused, headstrong, and noble. Raphael is rough and tough, passionate and loyal. Donatello is intelligent, skillful, and a solid friend. Michelangelo is adept, perceptive, jovial, and caring. Each one of them is a vertical slice of me in some form of another. And what's beautiful about them is that they are vertical slices of you too. Each one an avatar of every single emotion we have felt as humans. They are perceived as strangers in a strange land, but in reality, they are more human than the actual native beings born on this earth. They are overwatchers of the lives that inhabit their precious New York, and in turn they are keepers of the humanity that they strive so hard to protect. Inside that, they are culture absorbers, eating up every bit of entertainment that comes their way, which makes them learned representatives of the pop culture that fuels them. That realization gives them a chameleonic power that allows them to stick out among the crowd, even though they are taking on different personas as action figures and comic book heroes. Therein lies their true potential. They are so extremely themselves that you will know who each individual turtle is if you cover them head to toe in themed Hollywood costumes or strip them entirely of their personal artifacts. That is why I love them so much. In their total nakedness, they emit an energy so completely signifying their individuality that you literally need only speak their name and you can know exactly who they are as an individual. Quadruple that, and you have infinite essence, immovable from time, perpetual in the groove of life, and strong in the protection of good. Bless these lean, green, mean, sweet, beautiful boys. I love them so very much, and I will never stop loving them, because they are me and I am them, and I wouldn't have that any other way. Thank you so much for indulging in my absolute love of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. If you like what you saw, please do the things you've been asked to do time and time again, like, share, and subscribe. Even better, if you want to contribute to more of these, feel free to leave me a little tip on my Ko-fi page. It sincerely will help drive me to make more of these in the future, more frequently. Hopefully, I will see you at the next one.